Hi, it's Linda. Welcome to the Daily Dose, where we talk about the energy that's moving through all of us right now and we make it useful for real life. No fancy language, just plain talk and real life. Let's get started. Today we start in a new energy. Over the next 5 days, we are spending our time and getting to know the energy of she won't settle for surface. This energy moves toward real connection the way water moves toward the lowest point. It's not something you choose or strategize. It just happens. When you walk into a conversation and within minutes something has shifted and the person across from you is saying things they've never said to anyone else, the walls most people spend years maintaining come down faster around you. I have consistent access to the she won't settle for surface energy. People feel it in me. So I've learned not to be surprised by the way people, even strangers, open up to me. This energy runs in the background underneath a lot of what I do. It's part of why guiding and coaching feels natural to me, why walls tend to come down in conversations with clients and even friends, and why the right creative partnerships have shaped so much of my life and work over the years. So many years ago, while my husband and I were getting settled into the life we were building in this city, we went out with a pretty large group of other couples. We didn't really know them well, but all of them had known each other for years, most of their lives. We were the only outsiders. I have no idea how the conversation wound around the way it did, but one of the men started sharing with me his story of abuse by the parish priest. He and I talked for hours. He shared. Eventually, all of the other people left the table, but we stayed. He talked and talked. It turned out I was the first person he'd opened up to about what he had been through, other than his wife. I was still new in town and had no idea about things that had happened. I was there when his walls came down. The thing I remember the most about that night is his relief about finally being able to talk about it. So there's a song that perfectly fits this energy. It's been one of my favorites for years, Cyndi Lauper's True Colors. It was also recorded by Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick when it was featured in the Trolls movie. So the song is about seeing the real person underneath what they show the world and loving that real person, not the surface version the world sees. That's exactly what the She Won't Settle for Surface energy is built for. Seeing past the surface and helping other people feel safe enough to let you see them. So over the next 5 days, we're going to look at the different sides of this energy. What happens when the surface feels unbearable and you force intimacy too soon, or you wall off the depth of your emotions and feelings? What it looks like in everyday life when you learn to respond instead of force, and what it looks like in its very best self energy when just your presence makes it easier for people to be honest. In our next conversation, we meet the cranky energy of She Won't Settle for Surface, the version who gets frustrated by facades and fakes, but sometimes builds her own. I wouldn't miss it. I sure hope you don't. Thank you for being here. Go out and find your happy. Love what you do. Make a difference. And come on back to me safely. See ya.